Been down and got some aluminium to keep the wing straight yesterday. I've cut one of my pieces in half. When I'm going to be working the wing, I'll just double side tape that to the wing to keep it straight, so when I'm sanding or doing anything to that wing panel, at least I know it's going to be straight. When you turn this over, this bench is dead flat. I've got grabbing pieces along each side of this bench to keep it flat and it's nice and straight and level. When I turn this over, it's actually got no twist in it at all. It sits flat on the bench, so all I got to do is just fix this down. I might just drill a couple of holes through there and put a screw in it to hold it in place on both ends so that I can sand it without it moving around on me. I've got my two halves of my wing panels all sanded down and ready to join together. I have had to put a little bit of bog on the joins, a very minimal amount, a lot less than what it would be if it was a vac bag wing. Some of the vac bag wings I've done, I've had to bog quite a bit to get them back right, but this is nowhere near that. I'm just about ready to join these two together, and I have drilled a couple of holes in each side of the wing and inserted in that threaded rod. The holes are a lot bigger. I filled them with epoxy, and when I slide them together it'll hold everything together and hopefully have a strong enough joint until it's moulded. I've just got the wing glued together. I haven't got that many cramps on there because it's actually sitting together quite nicely, so I just got to leave that for at least a day before I can do anything else to it. It's fantastic. My wing is all sanded down, sanded the joint down. I have got a little bit of bog in there. It's very, very shallow. There's not a lot in there at all. Got a little bit more here. But on the whole, the wing is actually ready to be primed to get ready for two packing. I've got to fit this to the fuse yet. I sanded back the trailing edge and checked it with my verniers, and it's within about 1 millimetre. All the way down. It does vary slightly, which I would expect from a hand-shaped wing. This is the underneath. The underneath is very clean, with actually bugger all bog in it at all. So on the whole, I'm really happy with the result. I'll get this fitted to the fuse and hopefully get it primed to get ready to be two-packed. I've just started to fit the wing to the fuse. I've cut the little piece off of the top of the fuse where it's been shaped and glued that to the top of the wing, so that now will become part of the wing. And I'm going to bed it into it now. It's sitting pretty straight on the fuse. The wing is sitting pretty straight on the fuse at the moment, so we've just got to fill the gap up where my saw has been through, and do a bit of a tidy up on that, and then carry on with the next step. I've bogged up the gap that the saw had made when I cut this piece off the fuse, and I've sanded that and got it all nice and mint. Now I'm going to bed the wing onto the fuselage. I've just put epoxy with micro balloons mixed with it on the wing saddle. I have now dropped the wing onto that wing saddle. I've got some tape on the underneath of the wing to stop it from sticking, and that's all been waxed up, so I should be able to pull that straight off when all the epoxy goes off, epoxy and Q-cells. It is oozed out a little bit underneath, but that's okay. That's easily cleaned off when everything is dry. I've had to remove the towel because the towel was slightly out, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's easily glued back on. Now I've got the wing on there, I'll be able to get it set up properly. I've measured how the wing is sitting by measuring from the towel to the very tip of the of here, from there to the back of the towel, and from there to the nose, and it's spot on. So I'm very happy with that. So we'll just let that go off now. Thanks for watching.